Hello, everybody. I would just like to talk about a movie that was based on a book, Spielberg movie that was based on a book. It was called Ready Player One. I read the book, absolutely loved the book, and I saw the movie, and I knew it was probably going to be pretty good because it was a Spielberg movie, and I'm a huge Spielberg fan. So I was like, yeah, I'm on board. So first of all, John Williams did not score this one. It had an 80s kind of feel to it. I don't know if this had a lot to do with it or was John Williams possibly not feeling well. He is getting older. He's in his 80s now. Or is he in his 90s? I think he's in his 90s or some stuff like that, like 92 or something. But I could be wrong. It's either 82 or 92. Either or. So he's an old guy, basically, and he's not, maybe he wasn't feeling great and couldn't do the score, back problems, whatnot. So they got Alan Silvestri, who did the music for Back to the Future, and what a perfect score for the movie. Because it had, like, a DeLorean in it, like the car from Back to the Future. It was 80s nostalgia. That's how the book was. That's how the movie was. Now, as for the movie, did it live up to the book? Because the book was really good. I think it did. I think it had enough of the good points in the book and the story to warrant it being pretty good. Really good, actually. There were a couple of scenes that were changed around. Like, I guess maybe for copyright reasons. In the movie, on the book, I believe they went in a John Hughes film, possibly something with Matthew Broderick. I don't think it was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It was something else, but whatever it was a 80s film with Matthew Broderick, and it was it Matthew Holt. It was either one of those guys, but it's been a while since I've read the book, so I don't remember. But it was, I guess, for copyright reasons they couldn't use that book, and that was like the second challenge. Like the movie was about, yeah, it was like in this world where it's dystopian, no one cares about saving the planet, so everyone just has fun and goes online and does reality, you know, virtual reality, and has haptic suits and stuff, and goes in this other world, which is like the internet, but you could like interact with people, and everyone has an avatar, and you know, and the guy that created it, he dies, and he makes a contest to find 3 keys, and if you find the 3 keys, you win the contest and you own the company. With and it was the second one, the second challenge you had to do in the book. It was a Matthew Broderick movie, I believe, and in the movie it was another great movie, which I think makes sense for the time. It was the Stephen King, The Shining, and they actually went into the hotel, and oh man, it was really cool. And the visual effects were just, for the time when they made this, I think it was made a few years ago. It was made really well, the special effects, and a lot of cool music. Followed the story enough, and then like at the end, instead of being at this guy Ogden's house, the other owner of the company, where they all were, and he was doing in the haptic suit there for protection from the bad guys. They changed it. It was in the back of a truck. So little changes like here and there, which were like changed a little bit. But I think what carried the film ultimately were two things. You like the characters. You cared for the characters. They got good. I like a good Spielberg film. He always gets good actors, and the special effects were really good. And the Alan Silvestri score was awesome. It was just really good. If I had to rate this out of a 10, give it a 9.5. just, and the half that I'm not giving it, or the, is basically because it didn't follow exactly the story, but it was really good. It was really entertaining, and I do think Spielberg has made some really good ones in his post old man career, so to speak. He's still making good ones. I mean, Warhorse was really good. Lincoln was really good. Bridge of Spies was really good. The Post was really good, and pertinent to the times that we were living in, with Trump as president and all that stuff. And then what else? Tintin and the Secret of the Unicorn, or whatever the heck it was called. That was really good. I can't believe we didn't get sequels to that. It didn't do good in America because a lot of Americans don't know about that character. It's a Belgium creator who, in Europe, they go nuts for it. They love it. So like in England and Europe, they absolutely, the box office was great, but it wasn't great in America. So they never did sequels. And I'm hoping someday they do. They come back. Maybe it's been too long. Maybe just too much time has gone by to do sequels. Or maybe they just reboot it or something, or do a live action or something. But really, really good films that Spielberg's been doing. Also, The Fabelmans. Oh my God, what a great film. Also, West Side Story, which my parents were big fans of the original. And they liked the new one better. They said it was, the original kind of whitewashed the film. All the stars who were supposed to be Puerto Rican were all just white actors and actresses. And there were only a few real Puerto Ricans and side characters in the film, which they actually put in the new one. So I thought it was excellent. The music was excellent. It was magical, that one. So they're all good. Spielberg's just still making great films. I mean, you add to that Ready Player One to that list. One of the ones that gets a lot of flack is the BFG, and even that was pretty good. Even that was pretty entertaining. Was it one of the best of the ones I brought up? No, it probably wasn't. But it was still pretty good. It was still pretty entertaining. And then he's produced some. He's produced Super 8, which was excellent. He produced Cowboys and Aliens, which was excellent. And just various different movies he's produced over the times. TV shows, movies that has just been really good. So yeah, really, really good film. But I would say this: as good as Ready Player One was, as good as it was, the book, so much better. So read the book first, and then see the movie. Unless you're the type of person like my sister, Tracy, who basically hates movies if the book is so good. So then do it the opposite. Then see the movie first and then the book. But anyway, great film, great book. Highly recommend Ready Player One, Steven Spielberg. And everyone have a great Saturday, and may the force be with you. 80s nostalgia, baby.